Today I'm going to be reviewing the TiESFONG M10max, which is a full channel dash cam, front, rear, interior, right and left sides. The front camera is 2K 144p, whereas the others are full HD 1080p. The dash cam costs £139.72p, but is currently 30% off, so only costs £97.30p on AliExpress. A big thank you to TiESFONG for sending me this dash cam to review. It will be interesting to see what this dash cam is like, as I have no experience with a full channel dash cam. Let's take a look at what you get when you buy this dash cam. Thank you card, user manual and packing list, main camera unit accompanied by bracket with adhesive sticker, cigarette lighter, card charger, power cable featuring an extra USB port for charging your phone simultaneously. Suction mount, so you have the option between adhesive and suction. Rear camera with necessary cable attached. Wipes, cable clips to help with installation. 2 spare adhesive stickers for the main camera unit, 2 spare adhesive stickers for the rear camera, micro SD card to USB adapter for convenient file transfer, cables for connecting the camera to the PC, trim tool to help hide the cables and put in and take out the micro SD card, 3 electric static stickers, CPL, circular polarizing filter, reduces glare and reflection caused by light, enhancing the image quality and clarity in bright sunlight or reflective conditions, radar and hardwiring kit for parking mode, and finally a 128GB micro SD card. Right, that's everything. Let's get this dash cam set up. So now the camera has been installed, the rear camera has been installed on the boot lid and the front camera is just to the left of the mirror. Both the side cameras of course are attached to the main unit and are facing out left and right. This camera is quite good because it looks like a CCTV you'd see. Like in a shop you can see all different sides, and obviously you can move these left and right depending on what you want to show on both sides here. It's nice and simple, there's 5 big buttons, so you just press the N button here to put on the settings. It's as simple as that. And right, so first you've got Wi-Fi, which is for the app, which is one way you can download footage. And then you can then choose whether you want the infrared on. So these cameras have infrared if you want them, and you can choose if you want them on or not, or auto. Then you've got loop recording, which can be 3 minutes, 2 minutes or 1 minute. Just to say I've got this camera on its default settings. You've got G sensor, which you can choose to have off, high, medium, middle or low. Of course you either want it off or on low, because they're normally really sensitive. Next we've got language, so you can choose what language you'd like to have it in. Then we've got volume of the camera itself. Choose to say how loud or quiet you want it on. I'm just going to leave it on its middle setting, the default setting of 50%. Then you've got screensaver, which is either off 1 minute, 3 minutes, or the screen's off completely. And you've got clock settings here. You can do all your date and time and everything like that. And you've got formatting the SD card, which you must do when you first do it. And then finally resetting the camera. You then move on to the next settings, and it tells you your GPS status, because this camera does have GPS, which is a really nice feature to have. And then you've got the speed units, whether you want them in kilometers per hour, miles per hour, or completely off altogether. And you've got time zones, so you can set the time that way as well. As you can see, that's all there is to this camera. It's incredibly simple, which again is really beneficial, because you don't want a camera that's really complicated, otherwise it can get really difficult. Just to add, I have got this camera on a suction mount, and it seems to be holding absolutely fine despite the weather being really warm. So let's see what the footage is like now I've been through all the settings of this camera. Let's get to the car and get running and get some footage of the camera.
It does as well, yeah.
Come back along that other road.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go down there. Yeah.
Isn't the scenery beautiful?
I love Lord's Hill, yes, it's absolutely.
That's a pub everywhere.
Oh, you just did it, well done. So did they behind you?
You just keep up the flow of traffic and it'll be alright.
Yeah.
Well,
I would never have guessed that one. I kept thinking I know her so well, but I can't think who it is.
it's strange, isn't it? How
Yeah.
things like that happen.
Oh wow, all that open
Look at
field.
the view there, isn't it, mate?
Stunning. Absolutely
The front camera is 2K Quad HD resolution, which I wasn't expecting considering its affordable price point. It does a pretty good job at capturing oncoming vehicles' number plates. For example, I'm doing 30 miles an hour on this screenshot, 45 on these ones, and 55 on those. While it occasionally struggles, most of the time it does a commendable job. Additionally, all the cameras exhibit vibrant colours. Although they may be slightly overexposed, nevertheless I prefer this to them being too dark. The frame rate for all 4 cameras is 25 frames per second FPS, which is decent, although I would prefer 30 frames per second, but considering the price, 25 frames per second is fine. The side cameras offer 1080p Full HD resolution and capture what's happening to the right and left of the vehicle. Because they can move, they can capture any angle you want them to. The side facing out from the driver in particular has proven to be very useful for car spotting. I really like having this perspective captured on camera. I was initially expecting the rear camera to be 480p, as most dashcams at this price range are, but I was pleasantly surprised to find out that it was 1080p Full HD resolution. While it is the weakest of the 4 cameras in terms of capturing fine detail, it still provides a clear view of what's happening behind. So the audio, there's not really much to say. It's very good, it's nice and clear, and not too quiet like a lot of dashcams are. So, no faults here. So, should you buy the TiESFONG M10max? Well, if you're after a full channel dashcam and don't have a huge budget, then I'd say this is a very good choice to go for, as it's under £100, which is a great deal, particularly as it has GPS, so can display speed, which is very useful and a feature I like my dashcams to have. It will also ensure that you won't miss a thing, as it almost covers 360 degrees around your vehicle, and having an option to choose between mounts, either adhesive or suction, is a big bonus. Why not check out my review of the VFO A139 Pro, which is a free channel dashcam, to see the difference between 3 and 4 channels.